We're up. What's going on, guys? How's it going? I figure I started a little early. I was kind of just here, so I figure let's start a little early. That way it'll give a chance for the chat to like populate and everything, because that always takes a little longer for some weird reason. I don't know why that is. It's OBS. If it's not streaming, streaming is just always like a whole thing to get figured out. What's going on, guys? What's up? Yeah, just a few minutes early. I actually had time to get everything situated, so we're just good to go. So we can hang out and see what Nintendo has for us. I think some of the stuff that I've heard about, people are going to be excited about, but I will say something that I think expectations. Well, actually, I don't know. Expectations are already not very high for the online. I'm not expecting Nintendo to blow us away with any announcements for the online, okay? In fact, from what I've heard, the online stuff might make some people kind of mad. So, I think they're doubling down on that app. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. We have like half an hour, guys. So if you gotta get some food or take care of a few things to not be interrupted for about 35 minutes, when the direct happens, get taken care of now, do all that, get some food, hang out, and let's see what games we can be excited for the Switch coming up. Because we're going to see games coming out this year. We know about Civ 6. Civilization 6 is happening. We know about that. Here we go. Mario123 already asking, what Smash character reveals are you hoping for? I want something a bit surprising. If I had to say something that's surprising, Banjo would be really cool. Rayman would be interesting. I don't think Goku's a thing. I know, everyone's like Goku. I don't think Goku would ever happen, but it would be really funny just to see the reaction. I think it'd be Ridley dialed up to like 11, Like the Ridley reactions dialed up to some crazy amount. GameCube games, I don't think so. I don't think the online is going to wow anybody, okay? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think the online is going to be the online. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's going to, like, blow anyone away or anything. So there's that. So don't expect the online to just all of a sudden get you too excited. I will say, though, there will be 20 NES games, and to my knowledge, they'll be available at launch. So, if you want to play some NES games online, I mean, it's technically $1 per game for the year, so it's not bad, I guess, if you look at it that way. But don't expect that. What's Nintendo doing here? What's going on? Their Twitch thing just kind of did that. Did you see that? That their Twitch just all of a sudden did that loading. I wonder if they're going to do anything like before, like leading up to it. Hopefully it's not somebody walking around with a microphone like that NVIDIA conference. They did their best to try to make it interesting, and it wasn't. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, man. All right. This is, yeah, the hype train is out of control right now. That's the thing. People are losing their minds already over it. And there is some exciting stuff. I will tell you guys, since you're here early, I will tell you guys something. There is going to be a game coming out immediately, like tonight. There is a game, and it's not an indie game. I will say that. We'll say that. It's not like an indie game. Something will... I know this because they sent me a request. They asked if I wanted a review code for it. So... I've technically been informed about a game that's coming out later on today. Like, I think it's dropping, like, after the Direct. So, and it's going to be a game that I think some people weren't expecting to show up. Like, just as an example, did anyone really expect Civ 6 to get announced? Because that's not on consoles at all. The Switch is the first console. I'm not spoiling anything for you guys, don't worry. Any of the predictions I'm making or I will make are not anything I've heard of, okay? So when I legitimately say I would like to see Animal Crossing, it's not because I've heard that there will be Animal Crossing. It's legitimately me saying Animal Crossing would be cool. I don't think... Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I don't think Waluigi would be announced tonight. or tonight, depending on where you are. But what I think Sakurai might do for fun is put Waluigi as a character who starts getting beaten up in some of these. That'd be funny. If like, remember how Luigi was technically quote unquote like killed in the last direct for Smash, where they showed obviously Simon and Richter. I was making a joke like, what if they killed Waluigi? Oh my gosh. Yeah, people would lose their mind over that. Oh man, that would be bad. That would be bad. So I would also like to see Konami do something. Castlevania has been floating around everywhere. Castlevania Collection, something Castlevania has been floating around. So I would like to see something from Konami. I might get yelled at a bit for this. I would rather see something from Metal Gear, like whether it's like the older Metal Gear games in a collection come over rather than older Castlevanias come over. But I can go either way. I would just Spider-Man PS4. We already actually did that in the unboxing. Maybe I didn't make it super clear or super clear about that in the title, but I did unbox it and I tore it down. So I did that. That was fun though. That was fun. I like this thing. I have it here. I actually played all the way through Spider-Man on it. And I liked it. It's fun. Just a Harris says, Smash wise, I hope Wolf Link. Ooh, that would be kind of cool, I guess. Comes in as a Duck Hunt Echo. You know, that's the fun thing about Echo Fighters is they can just probably drop them in with like less notice. You know what I mean? Because they're technically altering a character that's already there. That would be cool though. Yeah, if they did Wolf Link, that'd be kind of neat. Like the Amiibo one, that'd be cool. I'd be alright with that. Wishbone says, Beetle. Oh, you're talking about Beetle Adventure Racing from the N64. I would like to see that. I actually liked that game a lot on the Nintendo 64. That was a cool game. I feel like most people who had a Nintendo 64 at the time played it, but we would play that for hours, even over Mario Kart sometimes. It was just a fun game. Beetle Adventure Racing, that was a fun game. There was a donation before I went live. I saw it pop up on my phone, so I want to make sure I read that one out too. Let me just go ahead and sign in here and we can do that. That's the other one. This is one that, okay, so this is one I have heard and I'm pretty confident it's in development at this point. It would be a really cool 2018 game. That's the Metroid Prime Trilogy getting moved over to the Switch. 1080 60 straight up, 1080p 60 frames across the board, smoothed out and everything looks all nice because of course it's going from essentially the GameCube and the Wii to the Switch. That is what I really want to see is Metroid Prime Trilogy. I'm there day one. I'm buying that instantly. And I'm playing through that thing a couple times. They would have to work out. The one thing I would want is for them to work out the motion controls. You know what I mean? Like, make it so you can use the standard controls. That would be really cool. So I would like to see it. We did get some announcements that have taken place today. We did get Diablo 3's release date on the Switch, November 2nd. So that is a good spot for it. It's like what, 4 or 5 days, almost a week after Red Dead comes out, and then of course about 2 weeks, actually exactly, from Pokemon. So I think that's going to fit in fairly well there. And there are people who are really, really addicted to Diablo 3 because it's a good game. I mean, it is. It's a really fun game, and if you've never played it, it's worth buying. So that's something that that I would look into if you missed it. Anthony, okay, so Anthony D 1972 says, keep up the good work, keep it real. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. That was actually before we went live here. Any specific for the direct? Alan Morton, keep up the good work. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. I just want to see Metro. I want to see I think, so here's the deal. I think, yeah, I know, Ray. I want Animal Crossing just because everybody else wants it. I'm not the biggest Animal Crossing person after the GameCube one. Spent a lot of time on the GameCube one, but I kind of fell out of it after that. But I know people really want it, and I know it sells well. Like, Animal Crossing on 3DS sold over 11 million copies. So yeah, bring that out. So I want the Metroid Prime trilogy, mostly because I think there are a lot of gamers who maybe missed it because, like, Metroid Prime 1, that came out for what feels like forever ago, right? That was like 2000 and... Was that 2002 that came out, I feel like? So it's been 16 years. Yeah, about 16 years since the first Metroid Prime game came out. So I feel like if we got the first, second, and of course the third one came out on the Wii, so it was a little later, but the first and second one desperately need to get come up to the Switch so we can get everybody invested in it, everybody plays it, and then we make that big push towards Prime 4. So it makes a lot of sense from a marketing standpoint to help Metroid Prime 4. Oh, Liam's in the chat. What's up? What's up, Liam? How's it going, man? How's it going? Yeah, check out his videos. He does a lot of the stuff behind the scenes, and it's really interesting to watch his videos for that. And then he, of course, everything he puts on Twitter, he teases a game. So, you know, keep an eye on his Twitter. He's going to hate me for that one. Darksiders 1 and 2, Naruto Storm 4, and more PS4 RPG ports. Kingdom Hearts Collection. Okay, so Kingdom Hearts would make a lot of sense. But man, is like Square and their PlayStation love, man. I have Kingdom Hearts Collection on the PlayStation, and it's great. But that is a series that could use love from either the PC, which I have no idea how Kingdom Hearts never found its way to the PC, even the collection, because Final Fantasy X and X-2 did. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 at least would be great to bring over to the Switch, just to be like, here's Kingdom Hearts, guys. But I wouldn't be surprised if a Final Fantasy of some kind came over to the Switch, since Square has been all about moving their older stuff over, and we've been seeing that recently. I mean, we just saw Crystal Chronicles get announced, and TGS is coming up, and that'd be the place that they would show this stuff off. So keep in mind on that. Art Attack, it might be crazy, but I would love to see a new Earthworm Jim. I know I feel like there was talks about that. I know Toe Jam and Earl is coming back. And then I feel like, yeah, Battletoads. Battletoads the other one. That's on the Xbox. Yeah, James Clark, Spawnwave, always doing a great show. Thanks for telling it like it is, man. You got it, James. You got it. There's some things I get excited for, and there's some things I get kind of annoyed by with the online app. So, although I don't know if there's a lot of people who like the online app, but you're gonna see. I guess I'll just let you guys know now. The online app is probably gonna be in this. The online app is probably going to be in this direct. So I think online support is getting added for Mario Kart in particular. So that'll be fun. Oh man, French man, your live stream coverage is my go-to. Thank you, French. I appreciate that. That's very kind to say. Yeah, I think Mario Kart's getting added. Do you remember how you guys kept telling you that Splatoon was like the only thing that's on that app, and I was hoping it'd go away? No, it's not. It's not. So, you know, get excited for that. You know what? I believe cloud saves will be used for Skyrim because we have not seen any evidence otherwise. We've seen evidence for, I think, 7 games that won't use cloud saves. But I think things like Xenoblade, of course, Chronicles 2. That's the one that I complained about on my video. That one's getting cloud save support. I'll tell you guys that. I know that one personally. But games like Splatoon 2, which I think Nintendo just messed that one up from the start when it came to storing your save data on your Switch and not on their own servers. That was kind of a misfire on their part, and I expect Splatoon 3 to not do that again, because we saw what happened. People are editing values and stuff and messing with people online and everything, so it's like, F-Zero. Everybody wants F-Zero. I'm curious. All right, so F-Zero would be cool if they really fleshed it out, because, like, Fast RMX is basically F-Zero, right? But, like, if they took F-Zero, they made a full story, they did all kinds of cool elements when it comes to upgrading your cars, they put, like, a whole, like, lore in there and really give Captain Falcon some screen time and everything, I think that's what would sell it. But, like, Fast RMX, and I think Redout soon, are going to have a very similar play style. Art Attack, Jet Set Radio. I would like to see Sega do that. I would like to see Sega do that through the Sega Ages thing, because that would open the door for a lot of Dreamcast stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that would be so cool to see Dreamcast stuff show up. Bill McCall, 2DS Micro, like Game Boy Micro at the end of the GPA. You know what, Bill? The way Nintendo treats their 2DS, 3DS line, I would not be shocked. They remember when we were sitting here? Was that? I feel like no. Someone else, Re-Rise was streaming, and I remember I was talking in a stream, and then all of a sudden he was talking about the 3DS and about how Nintendo needs to kill it, and then the 2DS XL got announced. It was so funny. He was like on stream, like, what happened? Oh man. Just a Hair says Smash Melee 2 with Despacio 2 music. Oh, joke. You know what? People always say if they do GameCube to, like, move Smash Melee, but I feel like if they moved Smash Melee to the Switch, they would have to be perfect with it. You know what I mean? Like, inputs, everything would have to be perfect, or people would just get mad. People would just not be happy. There is a Call of Duty rumor, but I've talked to a few people about it, and it does not seem very likely from what people are saying. I think that might just be just a rumor, but I could be wrong. It could be fun. There could be something cool there. So, we'll see. We'll see. It'd be cool to see that. I see. All right, so there were some trademarks going around. Golden Sun, and I don't think Golden Sun is going to be here, and I know it's going to annoy people. I think those trademarks were for things like music and stuff that are going to be in Smash. Masame says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for this Direct? Keep up the great work. I would say it's higher now, mostly because we've waited a week longer. So we've known about this Direct for, like, what, 8 days technically. So I've been thinking about some of the different third-party stuff that they could show here, and I think they have a few surprises that some of us haven't thought about, especially when I saw Civ 6 get leaked out. I did not think of Civ 6. That was like the last thing on my mind when it came to games. And then here's Civ 6. So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What else they could show? It kind of reminds me of that feeling when we were watching the Direct last year, and Doom and Wolfenstein got announced. And I was like, what? Doom and Wolfenstein? All right. Remember that? Remember that, guys? And we were like, they're going to put that on the Switch. All right. And they both came out. J Potter, Ace Attorney game, maybe. Yeah, we know there's going to be a couple Ace Attorney games, actually, from what I've seen, that are going to show up on the Switch. And it seems like TGS, they're going to go over it, so I wouldn't be shocked to see something here just to get people ready for it. But we do know there's going to be a big meeting at TGS with unmissable, as they said, Ace Attorney news. So you look forward to that one. People are always going to ask for Mother 3 every time. So I would like Nintendo to do it, but it sounds like there is just an issue with that. Cesar Demetrio donated 59MX. I don't know what currency that is. I would have to figure that out. I have to say no message, but thank you. Maybe I can figure out what currency that is, or someone in the chat might already know what the currency is. I have to double check it. Look it up. Sean, I don't know what Sean. What up, John? I don't know what Sean is doing. He's not been feeling well. He's been having a hard time this week. I don't know what he came down with, but he came down with something kind of bad. So he's been trying to get better for this. I think he's gonna maybe do like a video after the Direct with his thoughts. But if he's not live streaming, it's probably because he's just not feeling that well right now. Tech support guy with $1. Thank you. Thank you for that, tech support guy. I appreciate it. Jamal Kiri, MK. Oh, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. You know what? Deluxe DLC would be cool for that. They have so many tracks and stuff. I feel like I just want them to start working on the next one at this point. Mario Kart 9, I guess, is where we are. I'd like Mexican pesos. Thank you for clarifying that for me. Thank you. So we are about 13 minutes away, guys. Oh, cool. Just a Hair said he got the SNES Pi. Thanks for the donut. I like that case a lot. It's a cool case, and it's very similar looking to the Super Nintendo Mini. I like that the Switch works on it and everything. I think that's really cool to have that. I think that's just neat. Angel Chang says, if Bethesda show up, I hope to see Evil Within 1 or 2. That's one we haven't talked about actually much, is Evil Within 1 or 2, and I think that actually might get moved over. And then if Capcom shows up, I hope to see Resident Evil 4 or 7. No, I don't mind ports at all. No, I think there's a lot of people who would like to see Resident Evil 4 because, let's be real here, they put it on everything, so why not? Why not? And Evil Within 1 and 2, we've heard the developer and director of that series say they'd like to bring it over. So I think if they can fit it, they'll do it. I do. I think that would be a thing that they'll do. Let's face it, we need a new Eternal Darkness. Man, Eternal Darkness, we've seen that teased in trademarks constantly. So I would like to see that just because that's a series I'd like to see come back. But what I'd like to see is if they do that, to give as like a pre-order bonus or something, to give the original one as well, the GameCube version, you know what I mean? I think that'd be cool, just get people set up. KNY says, 20th anniversary Zelda Ocarina of Time remaster for Switch. You know, that was on the 3DS. They did like a remaster there, kind of. That would be cool. I'd like to see just a Zelda collection, you know, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and then maybe basically that collection that they put out originally on the GameCube. That would be cool to see come over. Epic Larper says, I swear if Nintendo announced Super Mario Galaxy, I mean, would they do like a Galaxy collection or something, or they just bring that over? We know new Super Mario Bros. Is going to be here. That's pretty straightforward. Tech support guy said, I don't really like the Nintendo app either. I will say that. So I don't blame you too much for that. It's unnecessary. It is. I get some nice like red reflection off of me here from the red Nintendo Direct screen here. Dragon Force. Ooh. You know what? Sega could start really, really bringing some of those hard to find games from like the Saturn over. That would be cool. Panzer Dragoon Saga. That game is so expensive, man. Like, if they could get that done, that'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. Yeah, so I would like to see that. We have got roughly 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. Yes, you're absolutely right. OmniSlash, that is a great point. The Secret of Mana Collection is still stuck. By the way, thank you, OmniSlash. The Secret of Mana Collection is still stuck in Japan, and I have no idea why. It's honestly a bit of an embarrassment right now for Square to have that stuck in Japan, based on other places buying the like JRPGs and stuff more now, with Ys 8, for example, doing much better in the West on the Switch. It's kind of embarrassing that they've left that in Japan. And they should rectify that. I think it'd be great to see that here. Ben, I see you there. I think Spyro won't be announced until the possible January Direct, only because they want to get it out for the PS4 and the Xbox One first, because I think people would just wait for the Switch version, and they don't want people to wait. They want you to buy it twice if they can do it. And if they put the Switch version there, I think there's a lot, like, I think there's people who are legitimately waiting right now for, what you call it? Dragon Quest 11. Just playing that, by the way. Reverse cover art on Dragon Quest 11 is awesome. You can't really see. Okay. Is awesome. So if you have it, flip that cover art around. Bravely Third. That'd be cool. Bravely Third. Or just a collection even, just to get people started, and then Bravely Third. But that Mana Collection has to come over. It's embarrassing for them that they have not done anything with that. This is a good spot to announce that. Bring that over. Absolutely. Why not? The Switch is pushing JRPGs like crazy. So absolutely, let's do that. Now, the Direct will be starting in about 8 minutes. When the Direct starts, guys, I think I have the audio balanced okay, because I watched some stuff on Twitch first to make sure, but I will make sure you guys can hear the Direct very well. But I think I have it right. Rodrigo Diaz, hello from Brazil. Oh, cool. What time is it in Brazil? Like, I saw somebody say it was like 2 a.m. their time, and I was like, oh man, dedication, man, dedication. Jeremy Kohler with $1, thank you. Because I was thinking about that. If it's 2 a.m., right, when it starts, and you watch it, so it's like 2:35 when it's done, right? You might still be hyped up. You know, you don't know what's getting announced here. It could be something crazy, right? Like, remember last year when Doom dropped and Wolfenstein dropped? People were, like, hyped. And we assume there's going to be a new Smash character here, so who knows that, you know? Who knows what could happen there? Kirby Air Ride 2. You know, I liked Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube. I think that's an underrated game. I remember playing that a lot, actually. Alex Stan says, Small Wave, my gaming newspaper. You know, they should have had, like, they had magazines. That'd be really funny if they had, like, a video game section in newspapers. Man. They don't cover that stuff. That has to be, like, stocks. Like, EA has to, like, go out of business, and then maybe they'd cover that in, like, the New York Times or something. I remember playing Kirby Air Ride. That was a fun game back in the day. We are about 6 minutes out, guys. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Yeah, if you're like asleep or missing or anything, I'm probably gonna. So, oh, Rodrigo, thank you. It's 7 p.m. there. Very cool. Very cool. That's actually a good time. It's not a bad time actually for that. So, not a bad time. So we have about 6 minutes or so. About 6 minutes. Dark Link. Ooh, could they do Dark Link? Why not? I mean, that's an easy Echo Fighter, isn't it? Dark Link. Hopefully EA is fighting their own legal battle right now in Belgium over loot boxes, which is insane, by the way. Kenny John says needs a Breath of Fire. Wow, that'd be cool. I mean, like I said, they're all about getting old IPs. Guys, Langrisser is coming back. I can't rule anything out after seeing that. Bayonetta 3 news. I think we would see Bayonetta 3 news if their plan is to get it out in the Q4 of this fiscal year, which would put it out before April. I think that's the only reason we need to see anything about that. But I would like to see more information about it. Sure, I mean, last time we saw it was Game Awards last December. So that'd be cool to see. Robert says, my dad for Smash. Oh, man. So I would like to see some Bayonetta 3 news, but I don't know if it's time yet. That's something they could save for oh, tech support guy with another $1, thank you. That's something they could save for they could save that for January Direct, you know. We always get a Direct in January. So I feel like we could do that. All right, guys, it's getting exciting in here. It's getting exciting. We're 4 minutes out. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And there's almost 400 likes already. Guys, you're going to mess everything up. Look at that. 384 likes right now. Oh, man. John Steele says, Brazil is below you. You expected a different time zone. Well, yeah, because it's 5:55 here. They said it's 7 there. So, yeah, different time zone. Yep, 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Metroid news. I think Metroid Prime 4 is a holiday 2019 release. So, I think the most we would get here is probably that trilogy, that collection, if you will. 450. This is getting out of control. 455 likes. What are you guys doing? You're trying to get the... Oh, man. You guys are going to put this on trending and just... It's going to ruin everything. Metroid Prime trailer. You know what? If they could show gameplay, but... Metroid, I think they're going to dress up. Oh, you're getting Octopath today. Very cool, Tech Support guy. It's a fun game. It is a fun game. I'm playing Dragon Quest XI as well, though. And Dragon Quest XI is a great game as well. So if you're curious about how that game's turning out, that's one that I would get as well. Even if you're waiting for the Switch, it's a cool game now, and I'm sure it'll be fine on the Switch as well. Look at you guys. You guys are trying to get to 1,000 likes before this thing even starts. Man, you guys are crazy with that like button. Over 5,000 people watching. I think there's a lot of people getting excited, guys. We're 2 minutes out. Like I said, you will have a game to buy, at least one game to buy tonight. I can tell you that because they sent me a thing for a review code, so they ruined that surprise. They were nice enough to reach out, though, so that's really cool of them to do that. So I think you guys are gonna like that one. I will say that. I think you guys are gonna like that announcement because it's a game that a lot of people wouldn't expect. Dalton McCabe says shirtless Newswave, please. Oh man, maybe someday. You never know. You never know. Although we're gonna be doing a lot of traveling conventions, and we end up like going swimming at a lot of conventions. And I know people take like pictures and stuff when we're out at those places. So hey, you never know. Might pop up on Twitter or something someday. I'm not on Instagram or anything yet. We went swimming at the last convention we did and had fun, so. Never know, you never know. T-Hawk you just got a 1080. Nice, GTX 1080. Those are going to start going out in price, guys, so keep an eye on that. You're going to start seeing some of those GTX 1080s start to drop a bit. Marston says some support to maybe get proper online service from Nintendo. So I think the hope, the belief is that money coming in means Nintendo will take that money and then invest in the online service. But Nintendo Japan is, how do I put this? I don't know. Traditional? It's a lot of old businessmen running it, and they're not exactly getting with the times when it comes to the online, because from what I hear internally, Nintendo Japan is the one doing this, and Nintendo of America is like, guys, we gotta do it this way. But Nintendo Japan calls the shots right now. So yeah, that's the way it goes right now. Until the one good news is Nintendo Japan, with their new president over there, maybe he starts saying, guys, we should do this. But Nintendo does design the Switch for Japan, and they of course are really into like their cell phones and everything. DJ Fresh says, hello, Spawn. We absolutely love all your content. Number one news source for gaming. Thanks for everything. Oh, thank you, DJ Fresh. I'm glad you enjoyed the gaming news and hopefully teardown videos. I have a lot of fun with the technology videos. Heart Reeves says, Kingdom Hearts in some form, unlikely, or Ark and Diablo days. Diablo is coming November 2nd. Good news there. Not too long from now. That was kind of announced on Twitter. It kind of just got thrown out there. Oh, Robert Erickson, what's up, man? How's it going? 20 secs in there saying greetings from Sweden. Thanks for joining us. Travis Plank says no delay for Hurricane US for shame. Hopefully everyone is safe. I heard there were a lot of people who decided not to evacuate, so be careful down there, as it does not look like it's going to be fun. I have some family down there. Some of my cousins live down there, so hopefully everyone is safe down there. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet, guys. We're gonna try to. I'd rather you hear the direct, but. Isn't GameSpy this? Oh no. GameSpy this go around. Yo! Here we go, guys. Oh, right away, Luigi's Mansion. Let's go. On the Switch? This is on the Switch. That's not 3DS. Yo! Luigi's Mansion 3 right away, 2019. Dude.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Yo, that was fast. That was fast.
As you just saw, we kicked things off with a new reveal. And I'm pleased to
Furukawa,
confirm
too. Nice.
that Luigi's next spooky adventure
Yo,
is
I'm
in
in for that
development
day one.
for Nintendo Switch.
Day one.
We have a lot to say about the game, but we'll have to save that for another time.
E3, I guess we'll see him at E3. That's a good way to kick it off. Let's
Now,
go.
let's cover some upcoming games for Nintendo 3DS. Please take a look.
I like how they kicked it off with Luigi's Mansion, and now they're going to 3DS.
Puffball gets crafty again.
You know? We can kind of hang out and be
The
like,
2010
all right,
Wii
3DS,
game
that's fun.
Kirby's Epic Yarn is warping to Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, that's a cool game to move over.
In
Okay.
Patchland, practically everything, from enemies to obstacles to who knows what else, is entirely made of yarn.
That's a good
Even
game to move over to
robots.
3DS.
Somehow. And to beat courses made of yarn, you gotta use moves made of yarn. Every stage from the Wii version is making a return. And the Nintendo 3DS version is also being puffed up with some new features.
Since Paradigm announced Entertainment got the
When you
functionality
pick
to
up
make the Video
items,
Adventure Racing
you can
for us.
craft bigger yarn balls. Or you can
Codemasters
even
Wishbone, that's a good
conjure up
idea.
some wind to rake in the bees.
Codemasters. Their
A little
onrush
added
didn't work out,
challenge.
though.
See if you can outrun this speed demon of a devil.
Luigi's
in
Mansion
devilish
3,
mode.
though.
To top it
Man.
off, new minigames will give you a chance to play as some other familiar faces. Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn
Okay.
launches exclusively for Nintendo
Well, yeah,
3DS
2019,
in
guys. The
2019.
3DS is rolling through 2019, man.
Bowser Jr., destined for greatness? The Mushroom Kingdom has a bad case of the Blorbs, and the only ones who can save it are
So,
Mario, Luigi,
I figured
Bowser?
roughly 4 or 5
It can
minutes
only
would be on the
Mario,
3DS.
Luigi, Bowser's
right?
inside
Makes sense.
story. There's another side to every story, even this one.
Bowser's Inside
Now
Story
you
on the
can
DS
go
was
on
actually really
Bowser
good.
Jr.'s journey as well. In his new adventure, Bowser Jr. sets off to find his own remedy for the Blorbs. But thanks to his signature selfishness, he ends up causing more problems than he cures. Better gather some allies and build up your very own army. Create your own formations, support allies with an arsenal of moves, and conquer the chaos in every action-packed battle. Is Bowser Jr. destined for glorious kingship like his papa? Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey releases on Nintendo 3DS January 11th. Hunt Ghosts with Luigi.
There's Luigi's Mansion.
and
We already know
a
about
second
that.
Player? While you're waiting for the new game on Nintendo
Right, we already
Switch,
know about that.
don't forget that the original Luigi's Mansion is coming to Nintendo 3DS. That
That's cool,
conveniently
though, for
spooky
3DS
vibe
users.
that fans remember is intact.
I'm fine
Even when
now.
you're playing the new two-player mode
You know?
making its debut in the Nintendo 3DS version.
Oh, that's a cool idea. It's like a 2-player co-op. I'm fine now. They
You
can,
and
they can
another
have
player
that.
each own the game.
Luigi's Mansion
One of you
3
can
is
play as
rolling,
this
man.
Even greener guy as you explore the mansion together. Or, if only one of you has the game, you can still play boss battles together in the gallery using download play on your Nintendo 3DS systems. Oh yeah, in Professor Egad's lab, you can tap select amiibo
Game
to
Explains
get
quick, man.
surprising
They're quick.
results, like revealing hidden booze
They get those
or
trailers
healing
up quick.
Luigi when he talks to Toad. Each of the 4 compatible amiibo has a different effect. Luigi's Mansion will haunt Nintendo
we already knew
3DS
that.
on October 12th, just in time for Halloween.
That's cool, though. We can Luigi's Mansion 3 rolling. I don't mind anymore.
Yokai Watch Blasters is
Yep.
out now.
We figured
With
Yokai
more
Watch
free
would get a
content
spot.
coming later.
Right, we already figured that.
Whether your allegiance is with the Red Cat Corps or the White Dog Squad, Yokai Watch Blasters will let you team up with friends to tackle the most action-packed battles in the series yet. Soon after launch, you'll have another way to squad up. You won't want to miss the free software update on September 27th, which adds the Moon Rabbit Crew
I'm
version
on that
to the
Luigi's
title
Mansion
screen.
3, though.
This additional content
I wonder if
has
that's
new
a-
bonuses for
I wonder if they'll
linking
release that
stations
around
between Red Cat Corps and
next
White
next
Dog
year. I wonder if they'll
Squad,
release that around Halloween.
as well as new missions,
That makes
new
sense.
areas to explore,
Right, save
new
it for
yokai
Halloween
to
next year.
befriend, and new Big Boss Yokai. Why, you ask? You know why. And if you don't, now's the perfect time to become a fan. Yokai Watch Blasters is out now.
The demo's
Jump,
available now.
Slide, and shoot through each of the colorful, challenging stages, and try to take down a gallery of deadly bosses like the formidable Bounce Man. In timeless fashion, you must defeat the 8 robot masters and get each of their special weapons. The technological miracle of the new Double Gear system makes for a fresh
Double
take
Gear
on
is a
the
cool
series'
idea.
satisfying platforming action. Move so fast that time slows down around you.
I want to see how the
Temporarily
unlockables
enhance
and
your
stuff work
weapons
too.
and show them who the real boss is when you need to most.
You know what I
Mega
mean?
Man 11 also supports the Mega Man Amiibo figures. You can tap one each day to receive E-Tanks and other useful in-game items. Mega Man 11 will be ready to rock October
I don't-
2nd.
Oh, good. The demo's available. Oh, good.
Mario
That would've been a
Tennis
cool-
Aces,
that would've been a
further
cool announcement,
refined
let's be
in
real.
New update. Some popular characters are joining the roster. The adorable all-around ace,
That's funny.
Birdo,
Birdo.
the sharpshooting specialist, Shy Guy,
Wait, they can put Birdo in there, but they can't localize Mother 3?
the proud
Come
high
on.
flyer, Koopa Paratroopa, and the big boss with no racket, Petey Piranha. These Mushroom Kingdom greats can be acquired
I think
by
I'd
playing
rather-
online, and we'll keep adding more until next year.
I think I'd like to see more story
There will even
content.
be a
You
new
know what I mean?
mode called Co-op Challenge.
Oh, that's cool.
It'll
Okay.
let you participate in online co-op missions that are only available for a limited time. Complete the objectives while these missions are active, and you'll receive special outfits, characters with alternate color schemes, and more. We'll continue serving up new content for the game in the future.
I would like to see more story
The
content, I
version
think,
2
at this
update
point.
for Mario Tennis Aces will be
Shy
available
Guy?
September
Yeah.
19th.
Okay. I still go back to that occasionally, but
These arcade classics are back in action. Back in the day, Capcom lit up the arcades with some classic beat-em-up action games. And guess what? The good old days are back. Final Fight,
King of
King of
Dragons.
Dragons.
Oh, that's a good one.
Captain Commando,
Oh, okay. I plays Captain Commando.
Knights of the Round,
Oh, that's actually kind of a
and
hard to.
Warriors of Fate are making a comeback.
Some of those games are actually
And
pretty
so
hard to
are
find.
These first-time home console releases, Armored Warriors and Battle Circuit are joining the fight.
Some of
for a
those are
total
actually
of
kinda hard to
7
find.
games. If you each have a Joy-Con controller, up to 4 players can beat them up together.
That's cool.
Aspiring Bash Buddies can even take the fight
Single Joy-Con
online
play
this time.
makes sense. It's basically like a Super Nintendo controller.
Pretty soon, you'll be able to play with other Capcom fans from around the world. Because Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle will be ready for action on Nintendo eShop September 18th.
Beat 'em up bundle. Okay.
New Super Mario Bros. U is getting the deluxe.
Okay.
treatment,
So there's that.
which means it's time to take down Bowser.
I've told you
and
guys
his
that for a
Koopa
while.
invasion in the tried
the
and true
question
side
here
scroller
is-
headed to Nintendo Switch.
Is it this year like I was thinking it would
Mario,
be?
Luigi, and Toad are all here. And if that's not enough, Nabbit and Toadette are joining in the fun as well.
Why did they
Nabbit
keep?
doesn't take damage from enemies.
Why did they keep the
Really
U in the
come in
title
handy.
though?
And if Toadette powers up with a
makes
super
no
crown,
sense.
Ta-da! She transforms into Peachette.
This is
Peachette
gonna
can double jump,
So
float slowly during free fall, and get a boost back up if she falls into a pit.
this is going to be
Luigi's first starring
okay.
role in a platforming adventure.
This is
New
going
Super
to,
Luigi
this is gonna do
is
well.
Getting the
It will.
deluxe treatment too, and comes free of charge.
Oh wow, nice.
A single Joy-Con controller is all a player needs, and up to 4 players can join in together.
I told you guys it was
anytime,
real.
Anywhere.
I mean, let's be real. This is gonna sell well. You know, it's Mario.
New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe
Ah.
comes down the pipe January 11th.
It just missed 2018. That's fine.
Nintendo Switch is ready to roll.
The Katamari.
Are
What?
you?
That's what that trademark was for. Was Katamari? Yo, that's awesome. Katamari's coming back. That's what we saw that trademark.
It can only be Katamari Damacy.
Oh, nice.
That naughty king of all cosmos has
Nice.
made a mess, as he does. And now you better take control of the prince here. And roll. Just roll and roll.
That is
All over
awesome.
the place. And all over stuff.
I'm buying
Until
this
the
right
gradually
away.
growing mass towers over buildings.
That is
The clock
awesome.
for
When
Katamari you
is
roll
this
will
coming
shine
out?
on as a beautiful star in the sky. On
When is
Nintendo
Katamari
Switch,
coming?
You can enjoy the game's new gyro controls, HD rumble, and even multiplayer battles by
Ooh.
each using a Joy-Con controller.
That's cool. Yeah, it didn't really need a lot of
So you
buttons to
reach
remember.
the stars anytime, anywhere.
Yo, that's
Katamari Damacy reroll will launch
winter.
in
Oh,
winter
nice. It's this
2018.
winter. That's awesome. That's a good game to pick up there.
Next, we have some more news for you. We've announced some details about Nintendo's new service called Nintendo Switch Online, including the launch date. You won't have to wait
No,
long.
next week.
The service will begin September 18th. We prepared a video to show you what's offered with your Nintendo Switch Online membership, so please take a look.
More games, more
He's doing all right on camera
more
for Kawa.
fun.
He's all right.
Nintendo Switch Online. Allow us to introduce 5 features included with your membership.
Oh, good. I was
Of
waiting.
course, you can play
I was waiting for him to
compatible
release
games
online
together
play.
even when you're far apart. Compete against players the world over. Or team up for some great co-op action. There are so many ways to have fun. A variety of games are supported. So find your favorites and take them online.
I capped my mic. I think I capped my mic a little bit there, so it's hopefully a little more level. Okay, so here's
You
the
can even
games.
play
Excite
classic
Bike.
NES games, anytime, anywhere on Nintendo Switch. Get lost in the gameplay, whether you're the boss or the little monster. For multiplayer games, each player can grab a Joy-Con controller. so both of you can share in the fun.
Okay, Ice Climbers, Excite
NES
Bike,
games can also be
Dr.
played
Mario.
online.
That's cool.
As they say, playing together long distance makes the heart grow
Do we have
fonder.
like Zelda though, like the original Zelda? NES
Look
Open,
forward to a growing library of NES games.
Dodgeball's kind of fun. Oh, there's Metroid. All right, cool. Metroid's good. I'm alright with that.
Luigi knows that no matter how careful you try to be, something unexpected can happen.
All right, we gotta fix that. The voice.
Accidents can cause your precious save data to disappear. But help is on the way. With Nintendo Switch Online, game save data is automatically backed up in the cloud.
Okay.
Even if
We
your
know that.
console breaks, your save data will be safe from harm.
Could have used that one last year. Oh, good. The smartphone app.
Nintendo Switch Online also connects with the smartphone app.
Oh my
With
gosh.
this app, you can voice chat with friends while playing certain games.
Why don't I just? Okay.
Backseat players can also join in the
Isn't
conversation.
there a Discord app
That way
that you
everyone's
can get on
having
your phone? All right then. I turned down
The
my mic a little
service
bit for you
even
guys.
has the ability to enhance certain games by connecting
See
with
if that's
them,
better for you.
like Splatnet 2. Members will also receive special offers. What are they? We'll have more to announce in the future.
What? Okay. I assume those are just mostly
More
discounts.
games, more
Discounts
features,
make sense.
more fun.
Like 20% off or something.
Nintendo Switch Online.
Nothing crazy, right? It was pretty
The service
straightforward.
begins September 18th.
We'll check out those
Think about
NES
which
games
plan
here and
is right for
everything,
you.
and
If your
That's kinda what
family
we'll do.
has 2 or more accounts, you can save some money with the family membership.
How's it look? Well, we have one more thing we'd like to introduce.
oh, okay.
This Nintendo Entertainment System style controller works with NES games
Do you guys
on Nintendo
remember?
Switch.
Do you guys
This
remember we
one
saw
here
that
is the
added?
left NES controller, and this is the right NES controller.
Hey, does that slide into the Switch?
We created them so you can play NES games like the ones you saw in the video, just like old school gamers did back in the day. Please enjoy them with Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online. These controllers wirelessly connect with Nintendo Switch.
I mean, we saw that.
You can charge them by simply attaching them
can.
to the console.
All right, who's speed running Zelda
We
with
hope
that?
you'll enjoy using these controllers to play this
60
growing
bucks?
library of classic NES games.
That's about what it. I guess that makes sense. 8-bit dough or like
For more
30 bucks.
details
That's
about
about right.
Nintendo Switch Online, please check the official Nintendo website. Now, let's get back to some more Nintendo Switch games.
They do have a. The controller's kind of
Your
neat.
partner
That's fine.
Pokemon is
I
amazing.
mean, I'll get them. Obviously, we'll do that. We'll check them out.
Get ready to set off on a Kanto region adventure with your very own partner Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Today, we want to share a couple things that you and your partner can
Nintendo just
enjoy in
shows
the upcoming
Splatnet
game.
on the app as a
During
feature
your
like
adventure,
didn't exist.
you'll
Lame.
occasionally come across obstacles blocking your
man.
path. When you do, you can rely
Pretty
on
much.
a secret technique
Pretty much,
to get past
Mitchell.
them.
Pretty much.
Secret techniques are special skills that only your partner Pikachu or Eevee can use in the
So
wild.
we know about this as well. It's
Use
basically
them to chop down trees that stand in your way,
they took cut and
Travel
surf
across
and stuff
water.
like that.
or soar into the sky. Furthermore, only your partner Pikachu or Eevee can learn certain powerful moves for use in battle. Plus, if you pet your partner while your Nintendo Switch is in handheld mode, you can change your partner's hairstyle.
Yeah, where is Reggie?
Depending on how you use the
What happened to
touchscreen to
Reggie?
pet it. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon
Yeah.
Let's Go Eevee will launch on November 16th, alongside the Pokeball Plus accessory. Also, look for 2 new bundles that will include a Nintendo Switch system with Pikachu and Eevee-style Joy-Con controllers, one of these 2 Pokemon adventures, and the Pokeball
So
Plus
the
accessory.
Joy-Cons are separate then. You can buy them separate. That's good.
The gates to the Burning Hells will open on Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
Of course, we're talking about Diablo 3.
That's gonna be
The
cool.
dark fantasy adventure that may just consume your
If you
life
haven't
both
played
inside and
if
outside
you haven't played
the
Diablo
game
3,
world.
it's worth a pickup.
From
It's a
the
good
high
game.
heavens to the burning hells.
addicting, though.
You'll explore
Very
the full
addicting.
story and the deadly world of Sanctuary. For loot-filled bounties and rifts to randomized dungeons with even greater spoils. Play as a demon hunter, barbarian, crusader, necromancer, witch doctor, monk, or wizard. with up to 3 friends online, offline via local co-op,
That's good.
or on a single console couch co-op style.
So they have it pretty much a
You
ton
can
of
even
options.
suit up in this Nintendo Switch exclusive transmog
Oh,
armor fit
man.
for the king of evil, Ganondorf.
Ganondorf is in, right?
All amiibo figures are compatible, allowing you to summon a group of challenging enemies overflowing with sparkling goodies. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection invades Nintendo
November 2nd.
Switch on November 2nd. We're making this party
Okay.
super.
We know about Super Mario Party.
We've souped up the Mario Party series with new types of gameplay on Nintendo Switch. Shake the Joy-Con controller and get your body grooving in Soundstage. Or dive into the series' first 4-player co-op mode, River Survival. Bet you've never played anything like Toad's Rec Room, which
So-
cleverly connects 2 systems.
That is that patent that we saw where they were able to send
Of course,
information
the
between them like
4-player board
that.
game mode that fans love is back and full of new features. By rolling character-specific dice blocks with alternate numberings, you can make a game-changing comeback.
You got a star.
Every last minigame is brand new, all 80 of them. For a party of 1, check out the new single-player modes. You can play through a series of minigames to complete specific tasks on Challenge Road. Compete against players around the world in the online Mariothon minigame mode, and more. The festivities begin when Super Mario Party launches October 5th.
Yep, we already knew about that.
A new
15-ish
story
minutes,
in a
14
village
minutes.
with a secret to hide.
Oh.
Game Freak presents a brand new RPG.
Whoa.
The story is set in a small village.
Game Freak
Under
is
the
working on their
protection
own
of a
RPG.
great castle, the settlement enjoyed lasting peace.
Interesting.
That is, until the sudden appearance of monsters. Indeed, the entire story takes place in this one single village.
What?
Take up arms against invading monsters and strategically select from a variety of battle commands. When the situation calls for it, enlist the aid of fellow villagers to surmount powerful threats. What secret does the village harbor?
Game Freak.
Find out when Town releases in 2019.
Interesting. I mean, I'll take a look at it because it's Game Freak getting a shot at their working title RPG, a new RPG.
Develop a
Okay.
city anytime, anywhere.
This is the game that's out today.
The
So there you
critically
go.
acclaimed city-building game City Skylines
This is out tonight.
coming to Nintendo Switch, which means there's a city in need of a new mayor.
This is the one I was curious how people would
And you've got
react
some
to
real
it.
moving and shaking to do if you want to improve quality of life, energize businesses, and stimulate growth. Whether you're investing in roads and power lines, public facilities, or transportation services. How the city develops is totally up to you. You're kind of a big deal.
So there you go. City
But in
Skylines,
this game,
very popular on
sometimes
PC.
It's the small details that stand out most.
good game.
You can watch over every single citizen's movements.
This one's out tonight, or
What's
tonight,
more,
today.
both previously released downloadable content packs After Dark and Snowfall are included in the Nintendo Switch version. Flex your mayoral might at home or on
There
the
you
go when Cities Skylines launches today on Nintendo eShop.
There you go.
A tale of belief, blood, and steel. The moon has fallen.
All right.
Now,
Give me
the
that
world
release
and its
date.
inhabitants
Give
are
me
on
that
the brink
February
of
release date.
extinction in Daemon X Machina. As a mercenary, you'll pilot a powered
game
suit
looks
called
awesome.
an Arsenal, face down runaway AI. As you defeat enemies during combat, you'll acquire their weapons and parts, which you can equip on the fly. If you haul acquired weapons back to the
I'm
base,
on this game.
they're added to your personal armory.
I like
for
the
use
like
in
the heavy metal
future missions.
soundtrack and everything.
Each arsenal can be equipped with multiple weapons. By changing between projectile and melee attacks, you can adapt your weaponry to the situation at hand and gain the advantage for your side of the war. At any time during battle, you can exit your arsenal to explore the field on foot. You can make enhancements to strengthen your human
Whoa,
form, and
nice.
your arsenal's abilities will be augmented as well.
A little skill tree.
Up to 4 players can join forces in online co-op to
Whoa.
take down massive bosses.
That's awesome. Online co-op and everything.
Daemon X Machina
Ah.
launches in 2019.
Still no release date. Come on.
A big adventure in a miniature world of
Oh, there's
crafts.
Yoshi. Okay.
In a world made of stuff like boxes and paper
Maybe we'll
cups,
get a release date on
Yoshi
this
will
too.
leap up high, gobble enemies, and hustle on by. Many unusual obstacles litter the landscape. A well-placed egg could open a new pathway. You could turn the stage on its head or flip the perspective. Explore every nook and cranny to track down hidden collectibles.
It looks fun.
and
I don't
make
think it's
it to
out
the
till next
goal.
year, though, right? It's like summer next year or something.
Along the way, wait, what? You can play the course backwards? Guess a change in outlook really can show you a whole different side of the world. The flip side. Know any would-be Yoshis?
Remember the-
Then pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend.
Remember one of the titles was Yoshi's Flip? Was it Flip? It was
Plenty
Flip
to
World or
love
Flip Side
on
or
all
something.
sides of this crafty world. Right, Yoshi? Yoshi's Crafted World
Spring.
releases in
Okay.
spring 2019.
That's kind of what I was thinking around there. Like April, maybe? Maybe.
Tabletop gaming is a perfect fit
What?
for Nintendo Switch.
What?
And to prove it, Asmodee Digital, a leader in card and board games, is bringing full adaptations of best-selling tabletop games to the system.
What?
Build a medieval world in a full adaptation of the award-winning Carcassonne, complete with 3D maps, solo mode, 4-player local multiplayer, and the game's famous expansions available as paid DLC. Whether you play alone or alongside a second
Lord of the Rings
player,
living card
forge
game.
a powerful deck and
like
a fellowship
Hearthstone,
of
I
3
guess.
to face the forces of Sauron in each story-driven quest of the Lord of the Rings: The Living Card Game. Stop the spread of 4 diseases and cure them all on your own or in local 4-player multiplayer
Pandemic?
with Pandemic. Plus, it's individually priced DLC based on popular expansions. Thanks to Asmodee, this is just the beginning for tabletop gaming on Nintendo Switch. In addition to these titles, we can also confirm that even more is on the way, including one of the most popular board games ever, Catan,
Catan.
and a dungeon
Interesting.
crawler based on Steve Jackson's iconic card game, Munchkin. Stay tuned. All great creations, even
This is,
nations,
Civ
begin
6,
with
right?
a spark.
Civilization 6, I believe. See, this would have been a good one to keep under wraps, but it's the way it goes, I guess. Yeah, Civ 6 would have been, this would have been a good surprise, but I don't know. It's unfortunate that it's unfortunate that press release got out there. But that's a big game
Hold
for a
an
lot of people.
empire in the
A lot of
palm
people
of
really
your
like
hands.
Civ 6.
And turn friends into the Power Elite with exclusive 4-player local multiplayer. When Civilization 6 ushers in a new world on Nintendo Switch November
Yep, we knew about
16th.
that the same day as Pokemon.
Don't get too cocky, Star Fox.
Starlink,
Playtime
okay.
is over in Starlink. This interplanetary adventure will push you and Fox McCloud to your limits.
And they're really
Let's
showing
be
us a
honest.
lot of stuff we already know about. It's
You
interesting.
guys need all the help you can get.
Peppy, Falco, and Slippy will provide much-needed backup in the new Nintendo
So,
Switch exclusive
It's almost like
missions
they
found only
basically
in
just
Starlink
wanted to
Battle
build
for
Star
Atlas.
Fox, essentially. That's what they wanted to build.
Star Fox, form up on me.
Falco here. I got you covered.
It's time to lock on, do a barrel roll, and save the
I have to
Atlas
say,
star system.
Starlink actually
No
looks
matter
decent
who
because of
threatens
Star
to stop
Fox.
you.
Like, I feel like if it wasn't for Star Fox, people really wouldn't be looking at Starlink like that. Maybe that's just me. I feel like people wouldn't be looking at it that much.
Never thought I'd miss the food on Corneria.
Mix and match parts on your own R-Wing when Starlink Battle for Atlas takes flight October 16th.
Yeah, it probably will. It will.
2 more great RPGs are coming to Nintendo Switch this fall.
Yep.
The World Ends With You Final Remix features an all-new story segment called A New Day, which contains a remixed map of Shibuya. So you'll really have to scramble to escape the area or face erasure. New monsters will appear as well, and so will the Reaper, Coco. The World Ends With You Final Remix
It's
launches
interesting
October
we can't
12th.
use a Pro Controller with that game, but I guess that's
Before
just the way it
then,
was set up.
guide a group of legendary warriors on a journey through the tragic history that doomed a kingdom and drove a hero down a dark path 500 years before the events of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 game. Defend yourself from Malos and his forces using all the fury of this refined battle system, allowing you to fight as both the artificial life forms known as blades and their masters, the drivers. Newcomers will have the perfect place to start when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country launches September 21st. Owners of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 expansion pass can download this new content tomorrow. That's a week early. There's tons in store on Nintendo Switch, and even more in store for the future. Join more than 38 million players
Warframe.
for free-to-play
Okay,
co-op
November
space
20th,
ninja
there we go.
action when Warframe launches November 20th.
Got a release date for that now?
Get down to Camila Cabello,
Oh,
Bruno
good.
Mars, Cardi B, and more anytime, anywhere
Oh,
in Just
Ubisoft's
Dance
gonna block this
2019 on
stream.
October 23rd.
Ubisoft, please don't strike
FIFA
the
19
channel.
is fast approaching, and you can pre-purchase it on Nintendo eShop tomorrow, so you won't miss the ball when it launches September 28th. Speaking of fast, race as a team and win as a team in Team Sonic Racing, launching this winter.
I'm really excited for that game too. Sonic Racing.
The highest-rated basketball simulation franchise is back. NBA 2K19 is available now on Nintendo Switch.
How much is a haircut? No, you don't have to pay for a
And
haircut
get
in that
ready
one, right?
to jam in the sequel to the smash hit NBA arcade game, NBA 2K Playgrounds 2, coming this fall. Play as the Joker, Harley, Lex Luthor, and the rest of the best of the worst in the all-new LEGO DC Supervillains on October 16th.
Where is it?
Final Fantasy comes to Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
Good
wow.
luck.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Yeah, we know about that one too. Although, to be fair, that came out after their direct would have aired last week, so this would have
15
been
years
new.
after its debut, the co-op action
Right?
RPG Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is being remastered for Nintendo Switch. With the new online multiplayer mode, you and your friends can connect and adventure together. No link cable required. On top of that, there are new areas inside dungeons. So
I remember
even
playing this a
returning
lot on the
fans can
GameCube back in
explore
the day.
unknown. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition
Yeah.
will launch in 2019. Way before then, players can experience the entire world and
This
story
would've been-
of the latest entry in the core series.
This would have been announced as well
That's
last
right.
week. Probably would have made everyone really
Final
mad.
Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD launches later today on Nintendo eShop
Oh,
at
there
an
you go.
introductory price.
Later on today. Did they really hold that up just to do the direct?
A leveled up version of World of Final
Okay.
Fantasy is also on the way.
I have this game
This
on
title includes
the
a new feature
PS4.
called Avatar Change.
And it's actually a pretty fun
It
game.
allows you to
World of
transform into
Final
legendary characters from across the series'
It's kind of like
storied
Final
history.
Fantasy mixed with Pokemon, to be honest.
Many fan favorites will show up in the world of Final Fantasy Maxima when it releases on November
I wonder if
6th.
that's how different that is from the PS4 version.
In
We'll
addition,
have to see.
more Chocobo's Dungeon is on the way. 2007's Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon returns in superior fashion. Now, you can befriend all the monsters. Also, by sharing Joy-Con controllers, you can play cooperatively as well. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody launches this winter. Final Fantasy XII is
Okay,
coming to
that's
a
the one I
Nintendo
thought was
system
coming.
for the first time.
That's a good one.
Its real-time battle system is a standout in the series.
That's a good
offering the
pickup.
Ultimate in both freedom
That's good. I
and
wonder if that's
strategy.
out this
This remaster
year.
comes loaded with a host of extra features, including a speed mode that lets
So-
you pick up the pace of your adventure. There's much
Yeah.
to discover in the expansive world of Evilus.
That's a
And
big
now
deal
you can
because
explore it on the couch or on the go.
this is the first time.
Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age launches in 2019.
This is the first time a Final Fantasy is leaving Sony's system
Which reminds me,
to go to another system. So there you go.
later on,
There you go.
you'll also be able to enjoy these other classics
Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy
and
9,
their iconic scenes anytime,
10,
anywhere.
10-2 maybe? 10-2? There you
Final
go, guys.
Fantasy 7.
All right, that's a good
9,
announcement. They
and
just
10,
removed all of these
10-2
games
HD remaster
from
are
Sony
coming
systems.
to Nintendo Switch in 2019.
These were all Sony system exclusives. Remember that? Like console exclusives?
Here's a bundle for the
That's
ultimate
big.
fan.
That's a good announcement right there.
If you love the Super Smash Bros. Series, check this thing out. A hardware bundle for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is on the way.
Now a lot of
This
this
specially
like
designed
that stuff
dock
leaked
features
out.
fighters from the original Super Smash Bros. Game. And of course, the set also includes a download code for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I mean, I would
There's no
hope.
better way to show your
I would
love for the
hope.
game. And the set also packs in something you'll want to get your hands on.
They better
These
sell that
Joy-Con
separately.
controllers sport a new design as well. This Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Bundle for Nintendo Switch will launch November 2nd.
What?
You can pre-order the special bundle later today. November 2nd is also the day you can get your own GameCube controller adapter in GameCube Controller Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Edition while
Why are they
supplies
releasing that
last.
so early? That's weird.
That's all the headlines for Nintendo Switch.
Still going well? Thank you all for watching. We have a bit more to show you. So, please stick around until the very end.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see Final Fantasy VIII. That was weird. Oh, man. If this isn't an Animal Crossing announcement, people are going to lose their mind. Are they a Smash Is Isabelle a Smash character, or is this a new Animal Crossing? That's the question. This better be an Animal Crossing. If this is a new character for Smash, oh man. Oh man, they're showing people Smash, and they're gonna put her in Smash, or they're showing people Animal Crossing. Yep, and they're gonna put her in Smash. Oh man, I don't know if people are gonna be mad about that or happy. I'm not sure. I feel like people just got teased for an Animal Crossing, and they didn't. Oh man. Oh, man. Yo, it's Tom Nook. Is this how you shadow announce a new Animal Crossing? Riku Key Max called it Final Fantasy Collection. You're right. Oh no. Oh, and boom. There you go, guys. Okay, so I heard about Animal Crossing. I was worried they weren't going to announce it after that. There you go, guys. Animal Crossing 2019. Be happy. I know the Direct was kind of flat in the middle because we heard about Civ 6. I heard about Skylines, obviously, but Final Fantasy Collection and Animal Crossing Luigi's Mansion. There you go. That should be... The amount of people I saw asking about Animal Crossing, that should hopefully make a lot of people happy right there, okay? There you go. So Animal Crossing is announced, okay? 2019, it's coming next year. I think it's summer, okay? I think that's what it is. I think that's summer. I think Bayonetta, Metroid are holiday games, and I think there's one other one holiday next year as well. But there you go, guys. Animal Crossing. I was a little concerned when they showed Isabelle, because I knew Isabelle was going to be in Smash. I was a little concerned that they weren't going to announce Animal Crossing at all, because from what I heard, I've told you guys a while, I thought Animal Crossing was a summer game. So there you go, guys. Animal Crossing is coming next year. Luigi's Mansion coming next year, the new one. No Call of Duty. No, I kind of told you guys before the stream that from what I had heard, that was a bad rumor that was going around. It wasn't right. So I think the middle of the Direct was pretty much business as usual, like flat, because they were just showing all of the games coming out. And we heard about Civ 6. I told you guys all about that. City Skylines was one that I was hoping would be have a little more impact. It's available, I think, now or soon. And we have a new member. Welcome, Scott Switch. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. I think Evan has been working on other emotes as well, so we're doing a few other things there. Final Fantasy Collection was probably one of the bigger ones. That's a big deal, more so than people realize. Yes, they're older games, but that's the first time they have left a Sony platform, Sony console, to go to another console. They're on PC and cell phones, but going to another console is a fairly large deal. Okay, that's a bigger deal down the road. So look at that. I didn't know about Luigi's Mansion. Okay, there were some things I purposely didn't want to know about. I heard that there was a bigger announcement coming, and I didn't want to hear about it because I wanted to be excited. You might have noticed I was fairly excited for Luigi's Mansion because I actually did not hear about that one. So that was exciting to see that, right? That one I got a little excited for that one. Doug E says, your rating for this Direct. I would have to say the rating for the Direct is probably a 7 out of 10, and I think the Animal Crossing at the end helped it a lot. The Smash character was kind of underwhelming. I mean, it wasn't like one of those big jumps out of your seats. It wasn't Simon or Ridley or anything like that. Isabelle being added, sure. The bigger thing was that there is a new Animal Crossing coming next year. Still no release date for Demon X Machina, which is kind of frustrating. Chad Saran, Final Fantasy 10 and 12, finally get to play them. Yes, if you have not played 12, Zodiac Age, that's a good one to pick up. I think it's like $15 on the PS4 right now, though. It's pretty cheap. I think it's cheap on Steam, too. Cell phone app was shown. I think the online experience hurt it. Yeah, if it wasn't for that Animal Crossing announcement at the end, it probably would have been closer to like a 5.5 or a 6 if I had to put a number on it. That Animal Crossing really helped it, because that's a big announcement. People are going to be really excited for that, and they can stop asking now. So, would my rating have been... Oh, that's a good question. Would my rating have been higher? Civ 6 is a big deal. I think we've had a while to sit on that for a while. 15 Pocket Edition actually, I think, would have brought the Direct down. That being talked about a while ago, actually, I think is a good thing, because I think people would have had this stinging gut punch almost that the full Final Fantasy 15 isn't coming over right now. But that one, we've stewed on that for a while, right? That's one where we're like, okay, and we know it's coming to other platforms. We've kind of been like, all right, sure. I don't like seeing that online app. I'm going to be honest. I don't like seeing that online app. That was really frustrating to see that. But Nintendo Japan, they're going to be Nintendo Japan. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. I feel like Nintendo of America gets mad every time they see that app, but Nintendo of Japan, man, that's the way they're doing it. Katamari Damacy, that's a good announcement as well. Swift Wolf Coyote. I actually love the Katamari Damacy. The reroll is coming. I'm so happy about that. Why do you think Final Fantasy VIII was skipped in the collection? You know what? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with music, or I don't know. Maybe they're holding that one back to announce it later. Although I feel like if they were going to hold one back, or one that should have been announced by itself, would have been 7. But they were bringing everything. If 7 wasn't in there, people would have been like, "Where's 7?" Right? So I'm okay with the collection that they showed. 8 is an interesting omission, though. Maybe that's one they'll show in like the January Direct or something. Maybe it just wasn't ready, because they had to port. Maybe they wanted to get 12 over, and they had to be like, well, if we bring over 12, we can't keep working on 8. We'll do that later. Yeah, good climax at the end to have Animal Crossing there. I think that really got people it was kind of flat. I noticed as well, guys. It was flat. It was kind of down for a while there. Okay, we know about this. We know about that. We know about this. And then Animal Crossing, I think people got excited. People got more excited for the Animal Crossing logo popping up and a 2019 confirmation over Isabelle going into Smash, obviously, right? The first thing I'm sure everyone thought when they saw Animal Crossing come up was that, yes, all right, good, new Animal Crossing. Let's do it. City Skylines is going to be interesting. I want to see how that runs. Yes, that is a great point. City Skylines is actually fairly CPU intensive on the PC. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, Animal Crossing, I think it really uplifted it at the end. The stream probably won't be because Nintendo, it might actually get blocked. If it gets blocked, I'll be kind of annoyed because once I saw, if you don't remember, Ubisoft had a bit of an issue with streamers at E3 where they blocked a lot of people's stuff and that actually keeps them from streaming or doing anything. So I hope they don't do that here. We'll find out. Travis says Final Fantasy VIII is not out on PS4. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe there's something going on there. I don't know. Yeah, no Metroid Trilogy. Maybe that's January. Maybe. Jake HDF, still no Pikmin. Well, people have been asking for Animal Crossing for a while, and that's here. So maybe Pikmin is maybe that's next direct. Maybe. So we'll see about that one. New RPG Town is interesting. I need to see a little more about that. But I don't think this was a powerful direct, like a hard-hitting direct. I think it was mostly solid to fill out what they have left for 2018 outside of, obviously, Smash and Pokemon. 2019 is starting to get kind of filled, and then they still have a January direct, and they still have E3 and everything. So I think 2019... Like, I look at 2018 almost as kind of a gap year for Nintendo because of how hard they hit 2017. Like, Metroid, I think, is 2019. I think Bayonetta 3 is 2019. We know Animal Crossing is 2019, right? We know Luigi's Mansion is 2019. I feel like that's going to be more of the hard-hitting time for Nintendo is, like, 2019. Demon X Machina. Okay, the Animal Crossing 2019 announcement. Yeah, that was kind of... Although, to be fair, they did show us at least some visuals to show it to us, whereas Metroid Prime 4 was just a logo. You know what I mean? We'll see. Yeah, the tabletop stuff is interesting. It's not really something for me, but I do understand that there are some people out there who probably got excited for that. They're definitely trying to branch out to a lot of stuff, so I'll give them that. You know what I mean? I'll give them credit on that. But Animal Crossing is there. Animal Crossing on 3DS sold over 11 million. I expect it to do well on the Switch. Luigi's Mansion 3, I mean, come on. That was an awesome announcement to see Luigi's Mansion there. That was exciting. Yeah, Yoshi, of course, 2019. We figured that was happening since it technically got pushed spring. So they'll have Yoshi, and I think Animal Crossing can be summer, and then we'll kind of round out the year with probably another game that we don't know about now, maybe even a Zelda, possibly. And, of course, we'll see Metroid, Bayonetta, etc. The full, quote-unquote, mainline, hardcore Pokemon RPG. So I do think 2019 is going to be much larger for Nintendo than 2018 will be. They're definitely getting ready for that. I mean, it takes their studios time, right? You know what I mean? So, and I assume Star Fox will be there too. Their Star Fox racing game. I assume that's getting announced at their January Direct. Brandon says lackluster AAA game support scares me. I can understand that. I'm trying to think. I guess a lot of the bigger AAA stuff. I mean, I guess Diablo is technically AAA, and then of course Doom Eternal is day and date. But I get what you're saying. We'll have to see if anything else gets announced at TGS, as the Japanese audience, the Japanese developers, are going to be full on just going big with the Switch. So TGS, if you're looking for AAA Japanese support, is going to be the place to look. Like, you could see Code Vein get announced on the Switch there, for example. But we'll have to see if anyone like Activision or EA goes a little more in, you know what I mean, for the Switch, because this year they have not. We'll see. We'll see what they do next year, I guess, at this point. I thought this E3, or this Direct was average. I think it was solid, but not like crazy amazing. It definitely wasn't junk because they had Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, and something like Civ 6. Civ 6 is big. That's not on any other console, so that was interesting. The Final Fantasy Collection's pretty cool. So I think this was an average or just a solid Direct. Okay, so that's kind of where I put it. Okay, here we go. The Rad 1, there's some legal things about ownership of Final Fantasy VIII. Remember, Squall's name was changed to Leon in Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Yeah, I might be curious just to look into that to see why that's the case. But having Final Fantasy 7, 12, all that stuff's pretty cool. I don't know what the deal is with that Smash bundle, unless they want to get it out there before Black Friday. That's the only thing I can think of, just to get it out there. And I don't know, because it's going to come with a code that I assume is going to give you a pre-order for Smash at that point. Swift Wolf Coyote says Munchkin. And no Spyro will that'll get announced probably in January because they want to get of course the PS4 Xbox One version out there, and they don't want to mess with it too much. So that's something to think about. I heard that there was some extra stuff in the Japan Direct. Somebody said it had something to do with Assassin's Creed. I'll need to look into that because I saw Assassin's Creed Cloud, and man, oh man. I'll have to look into that just to see. That'll be fun. Swift Cody says Munchkin again. Oh, man. That's going to be something. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, this is interesting. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is going to be cloud-based. So, they are going to do Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the Switch, but it is going to come from the cloud, and it appears that it's probably going to be region-specific to Japan. So this is now Ubisoft taking a shot at the cloud stuff, as Capcom has, right? And we've seen Sega do it with Phantasy Star. They're going to take a shot at this with the cloud. So that'll be interesting. I'll be curious if they actually end up doing that down the road. Like if there is let's say we do get that Switch revision and it's a more powerful Switch, maybe the older Switch can get this stuff through the cloud, but they're not offering anything like this outside Japan. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey going through the cloud apparently. So that's something. Sure, I guess. I don't know. The Resident Evil one didn't work out the best for us. Apparently it worked okay in Japan, but here not so much. Also, I can't really buy it and put it on my shelf, so that's kind of annoying. Chloe Lind, no special plug required for phone app. There are things you can get for your phone to make it easier, I guess. They have like clips and stuff, but it's not a good solution. The phone app is like, ugh, I don't know. I could live without the phone app at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need the phone app. I don't know. I'm gonna look at Media Crate, guys, just to double check Assassin's Creed sales for last year when we got Origins, just to see if it's really that strong. But it seems like cloud streaming is mostly set up well enough in Japan to where they're willing to do it on a small scale, or they're testing it. So we'll see. Yeah, Warframe is coming November 20th. So if you're looking forward to that, it's a free to play. Evan is actually working on some beginner videos to get you started. So if you want to kind of get an idea of what to do, I feel like Evan will probably drop those within the week. So not now, but like a week before or something, just to get you guys set up. And it might be an ongoing series because he wanted to get everyone caught up and make sure people know at least an idea, of what to do. So you don't get too lost when you start it up, and you can kind of have some fun in the beginning. So he's gonna be doing that. I like the Final Fantasy stuff. I think that's really cool. 12 on the PS4 was a good port. It's very cheap now. So if you don't want to wait, it's coming out next year on Switch. It's like $15 at Walmart right now. I saw it the other day and I was like, I spent like $50 on that thing. But it's also on Steam, I think, too, at a fair price. NES games we'll find out about next week when we can jump on the online service. I'm sure I'll talk about it here. We'll maybe do a video where I just kind of go through them and we kind of cycle through and see what the online's like. I think that'll be fun to just do that. Maybe cycle around and play around with it and see. Someone says 1-2 Switch isn't compatible with save backups. What do you back up on 1-2 Switch? Your high scores and stuff? Anyway, a Katamari will be cool. I'm in for Katamari. That'll be awesome. That's gonna be so cool. Man. Warframe, I'm sure Evan will set all that up, but we'll play with some Warframe. That'll be fun on the Switch. Because I think from what we're hearing, no cross progression, so it's gonna like start fresh. Evan's very good at the game, or he knows a lot about the game, so he can make our clan really good very quickly. He'll know what to do. So that'll be cool. But Evan's gonna have like some guides out for people to get you started, like what to do in the first few hours or something. So look out for his video. He'll get you guys up to speed pretty quick on that. NES controllers were interesting. I don't know if they're too surprising. I mean, we saw the data mining where they found the NES controllers in there. What you might see that would be really cool, because they had several different versions of that. You might see Famicom ones, Famicom colors or just designs, and they might be Japan specific, but it'd be pretty cool to see that. So that could be neat. we'll see if they sell those Smash Joy-Cons separately. Hopefully they do. I feel like they won't, just to mess with me. Although it was a very basic design. It wasn't like, it was very minimalistic, I'll say that, on the Joy-Con controllers. So we'll see about that. Yeah, so that was the Direct. I would like to think that NES library is coming, or Super Nintendo, I'm sorry, SNES library. I'd also like to think that a GameCube library is coming, but we'll see about that. They need to at least grab one of their GameCube games, like a Mario Sunshine or something. Wind Waker. I mean, they did Wind Waker on the Wii U, so that's easy enough to move over. But yes. So I'll talk about more of this in the Newswave tomorrow. I'm gonna probably get this all together for you guys, so we can kind of just have a very condensed Newswave, and we can go through the Direct just in case you missed any announcements. And I'll probably talk about the Japan Direct as well with that Assassin's Creed thing. Just because it's now Ubisoft taking a shot at it, but we'll see. We'll go over it, guys. Big announcement for me was Luigi's Mansion. That was probably the biggest announcement. Probably the worst announcement is probably either the phone app stuff still being around, or I guess Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. That's probably where I'd go right there. But hey, City Skylines is out. I guess should be now. You can go check that out if you want. It's like a sim building game, kind of. Yeah, it's like SimCity, but not terrible. They ruined SimCity, so there you go. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it here today. Thanks to everyone tuning in. Thanks to everyone who donated. I appreciate it. And I'm definitely going to see you guys tomorrow morning for Newswave. That's 8 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys get subscribed here if you're new. Have a lot of fun on the channel. There's also a giveaway link in the description if you want to get entered for just a fall game giveaway. I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man, so that's a good one to pick. But thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see if this video gets blocked by Ubisoft. Hopefully it doesn't. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Definitely 8 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know if I'll have a video out tonight because I want to work on Newswave. And it's already 7 o'clock here, so I'll probably be working later tonight for that. But, yep, thanks guys, for tuning in. It was a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys definitely tomorrow morning.